to everyone there at Rowville Football Club. Hope everyone's staying safe and also fit and healthy during these interesting times that we're facing through the coronavirus pandemic at the moment. I've been asked to actually speak about a game from the Mother's Day weekend in 2019 in which we played Vermont on the Saturday at home, and we had our Ladies' Day function. So it was a big occasion for the club. We'd started off 2019 really solidly. We'd won our first 3 games against some quality opposition, South Croydon and Doncaster along the way. But unfortunately, rounds 4 and 5, we started to get a couple of key injuries, and unfortunately we lost the game at home to Borwin quite comprehensively, and then headed to Norwood and unfortunately couldn't get the win away from home. So round 6 was a big game for us. We'd all of a sudden, had our ladder position questioned. We were 3 wins, 2 losses, and facing a strong Vermont team at home, who were the reigning premiers, were 5-0 themselves, and were in really good form. But the great thing about our club and our players, the coaching staff, is we've got a great belief in where we're heading, what we're doing, and we back anyone at any time to be representing our senior team, and this day was a big occasion for us, and we needed to get back on track. And I'm pleased to say that we were able to get the result we were after, but it was certainly a tough game. The first half was goal for goal. Both teams kicked 3 goals in a highly skilled contest early on, and as the game settled down into the second quarter, the skill remained, but it certainly was tough and hard and quite physical, and nothing more than what you'd expect against 2 top 5 teams playing against each other in a round 6 contest. And by half time, we were fortunate enough where we'd been accurate enough, and we led by 5 points. But we certainly knew that there was going to be a hard road ahead in the second half. We hit the third quarter, we had plenty of opportunities in front of goal. I think it was 7 scoring shots on goal. We ended up only kicking 3 goals, 4, and as much as we had a lead, I think it was 9 points at three-quarter time, we still didn't take the most of our opportunities during that third quarter, in which we dominated some of the play and restricted Vermont themselves to only 4 shots on goal. But their accuracy was good. They kicked 3 goals, and you know, those first 3 quarters were quite defining. We'd grown some real confidence. We were playing a really good high-skilled brand of football, and we were strong, we were physical in the contest, and at three-quarter time we knew, you know, Vermont were going to press, and we knew we needed to remain pretty strong and valiant in the way we were playing our brand of football, and that was, you know, strong defensively but attacking when we had the football, enough to make sure that we didn't go into our shells, and we played our brand of football in the front half of the ground and tried to take our opportunities in front of goal.
We
Is your elbow all right?
that was your rattling. Open your eyes, idiot.
Go to the other side of 3. Vermont, that should be colourblind. That's in.
Quarter was quite defining, and during the week we'd actually had to make some changes at the selection table due to some of the key injuries, and we brought in on debut Tom Lockman from our under-19s program, and Tom stood up. It was a crunch game against one of the best Premier teams going around, and we needed to make sure that we backed players that were in form at the right time, and Tom also was going to play a pivotal role for us in relieving in the ruck and also being able to go forward and actually kick goals. And he had a very defining moment in the last quarter in which he stood up, took a grab, and 45, 50 metres out was able to slot a goal in the last quarter for us when we were under a bit of pressure. So it was great for Tom to be able to come up and impact and kick 2 goals on debut at senior level for the club. And Matt Davey was another one in the last quarter who really stood up, had a terrific game all day, and when we needed a small forward with a bit of zip and someone to finish off, Matt was able to do that. And Matt also kicked 3 goals for the game in a really defining game for us.
Help Paddy the hole!
Come on, keep up with him.
The grey or the blonde? It's grey. It's grey. I made Ellie check.
He's on!
huge moment for the club. In 2019, it got our season back on track. We were floundering a little bit after 3 zip. We'd fallen to 3 wins and 2 losses. So it certainly put us back into a stronger position with 4 wins, 2 losses. And our confidence was skyrocket, being able to knock Vermont off by 8 points and hand them their first defeat for the season. And as it panned out, that was their only defeat for 2019. They went on to win the premiership, and we were the only team to knock them off during the home and away season. So it was a great day for us. It was a good effort with a young team. Our midfield stood up enormously. Ben Giobbi in the midfield, Anthony Brolick, but our backline had done a terrific job as well, with Bailey Morris playing a really good role on Jake Best, Mason Crozier doing a terrific job, and also Tane Barlow. So our key defenders actually did an amazing job for us, supported by our midfield who worked tirelessly all day, and our forwards who capitalised on the opportunities that we got. So I'm pleased to say that it was a defining moment in 2019, beating Vermont at home, and I was really proud of everyone involved, the coaches, the playing group, and the club as a whole. We'd had a great day, great function, and we were able to run away winners and really put the icing on the cake to a terrific day and a Mother's Day weekend that it was in 2019. So I hope you enjoy watching the game again and the highlights. It was an awesome game to watch, high standard football from both teams, quite physical, quite aggressive, and for local metropolitan football it was something to be proud of from all participants to be part of that day. So I hope you enjoy it. To all the mums, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a terrific day with your family. For those of you that can actually go and visit your mums, I hope you spoil her rotten and treat her with all the love and care, and especially more so during this crisis and the pandemic that we're dealing with. And to all the Rowville people, I look forward to hopefully seeing you all soon. Hopefully we can start to begin training over the next couple of weeks as some of the restrictions may ease, and we start to get a bit of an update over the course of the next week in terms of metropolitan football and whether there'll be a return in 2020. We've got our fingers crossed. I know all the coaches and the players who've put in a lot of work, and our committee that have done a lot of work, are very keen to get back together, number one, as a group, as friends, and have that camaraderie. But we're also hoping that we can actually play some games of football, start training, and enjoying something that's part of our lives and something that we enjoy doing. So good luck to everyone. Hopefully we see you all soon, and stay safe.